Yes, yes, yes. What's going on? It's Michael Yo. Thank you so much for watching this podcast. Really appreciate you, man. By the way, we just went over like 1,820 people. I think we're at like 1,830 people watching on the station, subscribing on the station. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, we're gearing up for the big game. 23 days away. 23 days away. Are you ready, my friends? Are you ready? I'm so stoked. I am so stoked. You know, today's podcast, basically, how I wanted to do today's podcast is because, you know, a lot of the things you're watching, you're going to get the same stuff. You're going to get what players are playing well, and that's what we want to hear, right? That's what we want to hear on the Miami side. What's up, Joshua Litter? What's up, my man? You know, you got Dono, who's doing great. You got Gio Milian on, who's doing great. But we're hearing this narrative, and I've said this narrative. Stop Jeremiyah Love, you win the game. I really do believe that. We stop Jeremiyah Love from Notre Dame, we win the game. And I'm watching TV, watching the ESPNs, the ACC network, and everybody is saying the same thing. What's up, IMAX? Everybody, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It means a lot. Thank you, IMAX, for the love. Appreciate you. And please tap in. We are live. Please tap in. And Notre Dame haters, please tap in. You know I love to hate. I'm a comic. I love to hate. I'll bring it right back on you. Florida Gator haters, I love it too. I love haters, you know. But anyway, we hear this narrative. All you Miami fans, we hear the narrative. And maybe rightfully so, maybe not. Jeremiyah Love is elite. Stop Jeremiyah Love, we win the game. The Notre Dame fans will say, stop Jeremiyah Love, but we got this back and that. I don't care. I've told you that. I believe we stop Jeremiyah Love, we win the game. Or anybody that runs. We stop the run, we win the game. So I was saying, hey, man, a lot of times you watch TV and everybody just regurgitates what everybody else says because that's what you're supposed to do, right? You know, I'll give you an example. The Oscars. I've worked for the Oscars many times on the red carpet. And a couple of celebrities or the industry, and I'm saying industry as in people that make the polls, the industry will be like, oh my God, this movie is the best movie I've ever seen in my life. This movie is going to win all the awards. We hear that a lot, right? We hear that a lot. And then we watch the movie and go, where's the disconnect? That movie is horrible. That movie is straight garbage. So is the industry just talking to themselves and being like, this is what we like, so we're going to make everybody else like it. This is what we're going to say, and we're going to make everybody else say it too. That's what happens in college football. These networks get this statement, this running theme, and they all run with it. And they don't do research. That's what's crazy. They don't do research behind it. So that's what we're doing today. And look, and I'm going to tell you this, before I even start, any college kid that plays football, they're kids, and I do not go in on the kids. I will go in on your fans. I'll go in on our fans. If you listen to this podcast, you know I think Miami fans are some of the worst. But we're some of the best when we win. We are the worst when we lose, and we are the best trolls in the world. We hold the national championship for trolling. I will let you know that. So I talk ish about the Miami Hurricane fans. I'll talk ish about your fans, but I will not talk about a kid. So Jeremiyah Love, is he elite or not? I'm just talking numbers here because this is a fine young man, I'm sure. And I am not going to give you any statements about him personally. I'm just going to give you numbers. So we're going to break in to if he's elite or not. Now, first of all, I want to talk about something that wasn't elite. The Miami's rushing defense last year. I'm gonna just go over some of these numbers in case you forgot. Florida, they beat the hell out of Florida Gators. We love that. 139 yards rushing. Not bad. Florida A&M, 52 yards rushing. Ball State, 6 yards rushing. I mean, people watching this podcast, we could have created a defense to stop Ball State from 6 yards. You know what I mean? South Florida, 62. Now, Virginia Tech rush for 206 yards on Miami last year. Now, this is all last year. This is for Heatherman. This is for all the defensive changes. This is before you got defensive backs that knew how to tackle. California, 73 yards, but we know Cam Ward was the hero. I think he threw over 400 yards in that game. Louisville, 128 yards. Florida State, 133 yards. Duke, 80 yards. Georgia Tech, 271 yards, and that was a miserable thing to watch. That was when the quarterback couldn't even throw the ball. You remember that? He couldn't even throw the ball. They had to put another quarterback in to throw, and we knew they were going to throw, and we still couldn't stop it. Do you remember that game? Like Michael Jackson, do you remember when our DBs are horrible? They were letting people catch everything everywhere. They couldn't tackle. Okay, that's too much. I'm being too extra now. I get it. But that game was horrible. Oh, we got a comment coming in. Miami is better than ND at quarterback, O-line, and D-line. I can also make the argument that we're better at tight end and DB. Wide receivers, we have a ton of talent, but it's not proven yet. We will see. I agree. But let's break down Jeremiyah Love. I'm just going through our Russian. Look, man, I'm excited, but you know where I stand on this game. I hear everybody saying it's going to be a slugfest. I don't think it is. I think one team is going to blow out the other team. I'm picking Miami to win. This will not be a close game. This will not be a slugfest. One team just going to be way better that night. Way better that night. I really feel that. Do I have proof? No. But I do think we'll be able to stop the run. And I don't think that quarterback will be able to throw on these new DBs we got. I mean, that's what I'm going. All right, let me stick to the topics. You guys want to know about Jeremiyah Love. The topic of this podcast is Jeremiyah Love Elite. So let me finish with our Russian defense. Wake Forest, 94 yards. Syracuse, 99 yards. Iowa State Pop-Tarts Bowl, 145 yards. Not great, but that was last year's defense. So that right there, all that last year. Garbage. Get it out of here. We done with that. We got the Heatherman defense now. All right, here we go. Is Jeremiyah Love elite? Now, before I even talk about Jeremiyah Love, here's 3 games he kind of played in, but he was hurt. So before all the Notre Dame fans jump on my butt, I'm going to say the games he was sick or he was hurt. USC, he left the game early. He was hurt. All right. Before we even start his stats, he was hurt. Georgia game, limited carries because he was hurt. He was sick during the Penn State game, right? So those are 3 games where this man, and I will say 3 huge games where this man was sick or got hurt, and you can't help that. You cannot help that. But it was 3 big games. Now, let's go through Jeremiyah Love rushing yards. Now, they say stop Jeremiyah Love, win the game. And people are like, he elite. He's going to be impossible to stop. As I look through his stats of last year, a lot of teams stopped him. A lot of teams stopped Jeremiyah Love. So I'm just wondering, how's he elite? I know he looks fantastic. I know he's probably a great guy. I'm talking about the stats, because the stats I'm about to tell you, this man is not elite. This man is not. Thank you, Plank Time, for the $9.99. Thank you, Plank Time. All right. A&M. He rushed for 91 yards, 14 carries, 91 yards. Texas A&M. I mean, Notre Dame won that game 23-13. Now you could be like, Michael, they got 2 other good okay, that's great. We're talking about Jeremiyah Love. Did they take him out the game early? Was it a runaway game? I don't know. All I'm telling you, he rushed 14 times for 91 yards. All right, great. Northern Illinois, the team they lost to, Northern Illinois, he ran for 79 yards. So his first two games under 100 yards, 91 and 79 yards. Now, I told you before, media, they love to grab a headline and run with it without doing the research. They're saying this man's elite. He wasn't elite against Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois. Do you hear what I'm saying? Northern Illinois held to 79 yards. Purdue is a blowout win. It's a blowout win by Notre Dame. 10 rushes, 109 yards. That's 10.9 yards a carry. And I know the Notre Dame fans will be like, you could have probably, if he stayed in the game. I'm imagining, I don't know, but I'm sure they took him out the game, right? He probably could have ran for 200-300 yards, right? And don't worry, I'm going to get to all your comments because this is live. Miami, Ohio, they won 28-3. They probably took him out the game early. And I'm guessing here, 11 carries for 60 yards. 11 carries for 60 yards. Stanford, Louisville, they won 31-24. This man against Louisville had 11 rushes for 34 yards. In a close game, 11 rushes for 34 yards. So right now, out of this man's first 5 games, he's had one game over 100 yards. And I know what the Notre Dame fans are going to be. Oh, well, we got several good backs that probably ran in that game. Okay, great. We talking about Jeremiyah Love. Is he elite? Is he elite? Do these stats in the first 5 games make him elite to you? This is all I'm asking. So when you hear this narrative going around, I want you to think about what I'm saying. And I'm not saying he's not elite. I'm not saying, I'm giving you facts, and I'm going to let you make the decision if he's elite or not. All right. Here we go. Stanford. They beat the hell out of Stanford. So he probably didn't play. He may have played like 6 snaps. He got 6 carries for 53 yards. They probably took him out the game. I'm guessing. Florida State, I guess he has no stats in Florida State. Did that game get canceled? I don't know. Anybody can leave that in the comments. Did they? I don't know. It says Florida State on the schedule, but it's gone. All right. Virginia, they won 35-14, 16 carries, 137 yards. I would imagine he could have ran for more in that game because it was a blowout. Army, 130 yards. I'm sure he could have ran for more in that game because it was 49-14 in that game. Now, at USC, this is the game he left early. He had an injury. He ran 13 times for 99 yards. So basically, these last games, we can't even count, really, because he was either hurt or he left the game early, right? Indiana, 108 yards on 8 carries. That's amazing. But the next game against Georgia, 108 yards on 8 carries, but limited carries because he was hurt still. And then Penn State, 45 yards, 11 carries, but he was sick. I mean, those are the stats. And I'm not making anything up. Is he elite? I'm going to let you decide. But I do want to kill the narrative that it's going to be hard to, not hard, let me say this. I do want to kill the narrative that it's impossible to stop Jeremiyah Love like everybody's talking about, because Northern Illinois did it, because Louisville did it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of teams held him in check. This man didn't have a game over 150 yards. And you could say, Notre Dame fans, that's because we blew out. Okay, great, whatever. But this man did not have a game over 150 yards. In the 3 biggest games, he was hurt or sick. I would have loved to see him play full. Now, 8 carries, 108 yards. That's something against Georgia. But he could have had one big run for 70, 80 yards. He broke one. I don't know. I didn't watch the game. I probably watched the game, but I don't remember. I just wanted to bring you some stats. So what do you think? Leave it in my comments, right? Is he elite? Is he not? But what I wanted to do is kill the narrative that that dude is impossible to stop. Louisville did it. Northern Illinois did it. I think that if we would have played him last year, yeah, he probably would have ran crazy on us because we had defensive backs that couldn't tackle at the time. I think defensive back is way different. I mean, just the news coming out from Gio and Alex, they tackle way better. They're on receivers. I'm excited for this game, man. Leave your comment right now. I want to read some comments. If you're watching this, leave your comments. I want to first know if you think the numbers, not about the person, but the numbers, is this man elite? Like everybody's saying he's elite. Because by his numbers, I've never seen a running back called elite that hasn't ran over 150 yards in a season on a game. This dude, the whole season, he didn't run over 150 yards, but this man is being called elite. I've never seen that. I have never seen that. I'm sure he has all the physical traits. I'm sure the man is smart, and I'm sure he's an amazing son, and I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm talking about numbers here. I am talking about numbers. This man didn't run over 150 yards last season, and everybody's saying he's elite, and it's going to be virtually impossible for Miami to stop him. Can we kill that noise? Can we kill that narrative right there? Because several teams stopped him. All right, let's go through your comments. Let's go. Notre Dame quarterback is not capable of being Miami. I don't believe so. We stopped. I'm going to say it again, Ralph. We stopped the run. We win the game. All right. You do realize because those were backups and transfers. Why? Because the starters are returning to the O-line. Okay. They're returning, but you still got people kind of hurt on your offensive line. I watch I watch several Notre Dame podcasts, and yeah, your line's back, but some of them, they're not all the way back. They're holding them out a little bit. Jay Sum. But this is the point. Now you got excuses, Jay Sum. You already said, oh, he's elite. Now you say, well, he didn't have offensive linemen. That's football, Jay Sum. That's football. Okay? Atmosphere is going to be wild and crazy. Leave your comments right now. I'm reading all of them. Yes, it is, and I will be there. Here we go. 3 Notre Dame linemen transferred because the starters were back for 2025. The DNs were also backups. Okay, this has nothing to do about I'm talking about Jeremiyah Love. And when you say 3 offensive linemen were hurt, how do you know they're not going to get hurt again? How do you know somebody else isn't going to get hurt? How do you know they're not going to play this Saturday? Your team's going to scrimmage and one of them's going to get hurt. That's football, bro. Jay Sum, you need to stop. You need to stop whining. All right. What we got? Marlo, Chris the GOAT. Jay Sum, the starters. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. I didn't even have to get after him, Chris the GOAT. You got him. Joshua, what you got? I think he has great feet, but Miami can fix their angles. It's a wrap. That's what I'm saying. I just want this whole podcast was just to say, kill that narrative because I hear it on ESPN. I hear it on he's elite. Great. If he's elite, a running back that didn't run over 150 yards in the whole season last year, if you want to call him elite, great. He's elite. But let's not pretend like teams didn't stop him. One of them being Northern Illinois. Okay? Love is a beast. But Notre Dame has shown when you match their physicality, they struggle running the ball. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's not a beast. I'm not saying he's not elite, but I am saying he can be stopped. He's elite because it's ND. I'm going through your comments. Defensive scheme for us is different. We don't have Giggles calling defense unable to adjust on the Giggles. I love it. Look, this is nothing I'm saying personal about this young man, Jeremiyah Love. He probably going to go to NFL and thrive. I just wanted to kill the narrative that he can't be stopped. Like, if you turned on the TV, you would have thought it was Walter Payton, Herschel Walker, Eric Dickerson, Adrian Peterson. That's what you would have thought we were playing. And we might be. I don't know. But I was just giving you real stats of last year. That's it. Because I don't want to talk about anybody's son like that. I just want to give you the stats and let you take it from there. Here we go. What you got? ND will bully Miami on both. We'll see. That's what you say. Do you know that, Lionel? Do you know that, Lionel? Looking like an R&B cover? Why just half of you is in the frame of your profile picture? Why is that Lionel Andrews? Why, you trying to look like Al B. Sure? You trying to be like a Silk? That's his R&B singer look. You're like, hey, what's up, lady? What's up? Forever, my lady. Oh, yeah. It's like a dream. I'm holding you close. Okay. Yes, you are. Oh, man, Jodeci, that was my jam. Yeah, Lionel. You ain't going to get this from ESPN or ACC, are you? You ain't going to get that from that network, are you? Yeah, that profile picture. What shirt you wearing? Let's zoom in on Lionel. What shirt he wearing? Let me see what Lionel wearing. I can't tell. I think it's an American flag. I like that. If it's American flag, I like that. But Lionel, we'll see. I don't think so, Lionel. But you know what? After we beat y'all, you can sing a sad R&B song about it. We got beat by Miami. Oh, yeah. They whipped our butt up and down the field. We didn't even score. Oh, yeah. Is this a fantasy? I hope so, Lionel. See, this is what's fun. You know, this is why I like, look. This is why I like Lionel. He a Notre Dame fan, but he having fun with us. And that's what it's about. This is Comics on Canes. All you Notre Dame fans that come, well, you don't know this. I don't need to know about your team. I just know that I find out what I want to know. And I love Lionel because he's having fun with us. Big shout outs to Lionel. Big shout outs to Lionel not taking it personal. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. All right. ND coming for payback. Yeah, they are. 2017. So that's the podcast today. I wanted to make it short. I just wanted, and I'm sure this is going to spread around the Notre Dame fans like they always do. After I post it, they're going to be what I love. Can I tell you what I love about you people that watch this? Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the whatever button. Please leave a comment. All that stuff. You know what to do. Smash it. Do it. Hit it. You know what's funny? When we were growing up, the name you do, the name has changed for, you remember what we say, hit it back in the, did you hit it? Then it came smash it. Then it just got more violent over the years. It hit it, smash it. Then it was like crush it, destroy it, murder it. I mean, what is we violent. Did you murder it? I want you to murder that smash button right now. Or whatever. I don't know. I'm acting stupid now. All right. Thank you for the, once again, plank time. I got to put that in the comments, right? Thank you for the $9.99. Look, this is how I do this show. If you guys leave some money, that's great. But I'm going to do this show anyway. But I appreciate the love every once in a while. Stick it. Hit stick. Pound. Yes, pound it. Did you pound it? Hit it, pound it, smash it. I want you to do that to my button right now. Hit it, pound it, smash it, crush it, murder it. None of these fans need to be real and ask themselves, they really expect a first-time Q. They need to ask that. Lionel, I'm talking to you like, do you really expect a quarterback with no experience to come into the Rock? And I know you're going to be, well, the Rock's never full. It will be full that night. It will be packed that night. Do you think if Miami stops the run, your quarterback going to be able to pull this game out, Lionel? Do you really believe that? Do you really believe that? All right, guys, spread the word. Please share. You know, the biggest thing, share the podcast. Share the podcast. But today's whole podcast, if you miss it, was go back and watch it. Jeremiyah Love, is he elite? I hope he's, look, I wish the man well, but I read you some numbers. But it's interesting by the numbers that a dude that didn't have one game over 150 yards is called elite. I'm sure he has all the talent in the world, but the man didn't rush for over 150 yards. The man rushed for 79 yards against Northern Illinois. The man rushed for 34 yards against Louisville. USC left early. Georgia limited carries. He was sick during Penn State. That's 3 huge games. He could barely play. I mean, he put up some numbers in the limited carries. Dude's I'm not saying he's not a beast, but I just wanted to put out, because every podcast I'm hearing how elite he is. He may be elite, but I wanted to give you something that other podcasts weren't, which is facts about his season last year. And we've done that. And we'll find out August 31st if he's elite or not when he comes to Miami. And my mouth can be in my foot can be in my mouth at the end of that game. We'll find out. But I think, like I said at the beginning, I think it's going to be a blowout. If Miami stops the run, this game is not going to even be close. Not going to be close. Hey, like it, smash it, pound it, kill it, crush it, do all of it. I love you guys. Later.